a while back, Cop, Sleazy, whatever the hell you want to chop, Leezy, Punk, Easy, Adam Calhoun, and Justin Tom's beat. You know what? I ain't gonna curse this early into the video, but a clown who started a podcast and live stream just so he can be a puppet, nothing else. Oh, and to try to desperately get people to check out his music that nobody cares about, right? That's how he's able to do certain collabs and get viewership, because he's not talented any way, shape, or form, right? But he might be a talented ass kisser. He up in there. In the game of brown nosing, he Hall of Fame. Game of brown nosing, he's up there. Okay, he's like one of the commanders in chief of brown nosing. But recently, him and Justin, I heard they paid some girl to allegedly. No, let's just call it what it is, right? In my personal opinion, to target Hosier, right, and try to set him up. They said that they was gonna do an interview exposing all the details. They set a date too. I think it was like the Friday 3 weeks ago. Nothing came out. Nothing. They lied. Like we knew they were lying the entire time. So here's my question. To chop Peasy, I still don't want to curse too much early on, right? Chop Sleazy, right? Adam Calhoun's Punk. Why did you choose to sell your soul? Right? I don't understand. I know you used to be subscribed to me. You were a big fan of me. You've never seen me sell my soul, because it's never going to happen. You did, though, for some reason. I just don't understand. Was it for monetary gain? I am hearing that your whole setup at the studio was provided by, I guess you would say, Adam Calhoun and Justin Tom. What you gonna do with it? Spread more lies? People like you never last. In the media game, they never last. They might get temporary numbers. They might have a bunch of bots in there trying to push their stuff in the algorithm, right? But what they don't have is genuine people. They don't have genuine supporters. People that actually care about them for the long haul. Years from now, you're still going to be a no-name just surrounded by bots. While real people like me, we're going to be killing the game just like I am right now. Yeah, they never did the joint. They did a edited version, or they released an edited, clipped out version of a live stream that they did, where Justin and the girl called in and talked about how they planned on releasing a full interview live on Friday, that following Friday that was coming up. First of all, the stream that they did, they took down in the first place. That clip was supposed to be an edited version. They must have known they was going to get their ass sued, bro. Because Hosier was not playing, and rightfully so. That was just a smear campaign. They did it that way so she wouldn't be able to mess up. And guys, that wasn't even the proper way they were doing it. They never did the interview. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The interview never released. It never happened, right? Not to our knowledge. The clip that we seen was not the interview. That was during a normal live stream where she called in. That was not an interview. That was a flirt session that we was able to witness. It was a straight flirt session. You know, it was nasty work. I think Chop Sleazy is disgusting, right? I just really don't approve of his tactics. And I think that you could do things the right way and build up a following without selling your soul and being disloyal and nasty and just a foul person. Well, that's my opinion, right? Call me crazy. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Watch more videos. It's nasty work out here. What's going on, y'all? I wanted to talk about Triple T. I was about to call him a different name. Triple T and him getting mollywopped out here in these streets, right? You see, Hosier did an interview recently that I think was very entertaining. You guys gotta check it out, man. Check it out. It was with Johnny Gobble. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I've heard his name is, and what people be calling him out here in these streets. He interviewed him to pretty much confirm what we already knew. This loser, Adam Calhoun's punk, Triple T, was going around trying to troll for content and do, Adam Calhoun's bidding. Gobble was calling out Adam Calhoun recently. So Triple T went over there to go try to handle things and try to make like a mockery out of this guy's lifestyle. And I keep referencing this case that happened recently with a YouTuber by the name of Sin City Manny, if I'm not mistaken, where him and his other YouTuber were going back and forth and things started going real life and aggression got pent up, and eventually one of the people are no longer here with us anymore. Their wife as well. Now, in this case, Gabu went out on some, I'm gonna go super thug gangster, and I'm just gonna give you the pimp hand and show you how strong this pimp hand is. And his wife was just as thugged out. I was surprised. I keep telling you, at first I was like, why is your wife there, man? This isn't safe. And then after I seen how she went out there to go defend her man and make sure he didn't get jumped, and how scared Triple T and Adam Calhoun's friend who was with Triple T was of her, I was like, okay, so they scared of her. That's what it is. She shouldn't be worried. They should be worried. And again, if she just started thumping them, she just started throwing them bitches, just started throwing them hands, nigga. Got my bed, creaking on. They would have been scared. They would have ran for cover. It would have been bad, right? All for what? For the sake of trolling? Yeah, 3-time pimp hand. That pimp hand was strong. That thing had me thinking like, nigga, I gotta warm up mine? Is my pimp hand as strong? Did I lose it? Did my pimp hand lose? My pimp hand, front hand, back hand? Now I do have to put this in there just as a disclaimer. I'm not condoning any acts of violence or harassment and bullying, which Triple T is something that's what he does, right? That's something that he specializes in, harassing the hell out of you. So much so that he's willing to go to your city. This guy, he's dense. He is a locale. Who else would do that besides a locale, right? Now, if it's like some personal ish in real life or whatever, we're not talking about that. From YouTube. Oh, we going back and forth on YouTube? Let's meet up in real life and scrap. That's crazy. If it's a chance encounter, whatever. You drove to his city to get dog walked, and boy, did you. That was one of the craziest dog walkings I've ever seen. It was funny. He got knocked the F out. The homeboy, for sure. He tried to say, I fell over the car. No, you got knocked out and then fell over the car. You didn't slip, nigga. That's not what happened. You didn't slip. You didn't slip. That's why you got caught with the cat-like reflexes. Nigga, it wasn't even like a boxing punch. Gobble hit him like that with a 3-piece. Landed clean. Clean. Right? That shit was one of the most brutal knockouts I've seen. Yo, but he hit floor immediately, bro. It was scared to do anything ever since. What happened to the military experience? What happened? This is how I know he's lying. If he did get into the military, his experience is not what he's trying to make it seem. Where was Adam at? Where was Mises at? Nobody wanted to defend him? They didn't want to go? His confidence failed him miserably, for sure. He got knocked the F out, for damn sure. Yes, I am hearing that Triple T is out here striking channels that show it. And people ask me why I don't show clips, right? Because I can't do reactions. I could beat him. If I do a reaction to it, I'm pretty sure he can't strike me. My computer's down currently. Every membership that you guys sign up for and donation goes towards that. But my computer's down, so I can't do reactions like I used to do. So I'm just on here kicking it, talking with you guys. And if I put a clip, he was going to strike me. Because he's embarrassed. He said everyone could talk about it. He's not embarrassed, but he's striking channels now. He's on there threatening people in Florida, people in Missouri, taking a loaded blank out of state to someone's house. Yeah, I heard about that. You see? He's a locale. We shouldn't. He's not in the media game, guys. Someone who does media that talks about music and commentary, they don't do that. They don't do that. That's not a thing that we do. I did not keep sending that message. Sorry about that. Don't spam. No worries. Also, how are you? No worries. Yes, I definitely heard he was striking channels. Yeah, he's trying to spin things. He said he got snuck, all types of stuff. But during this Hosier and Gobble interview, fam, a lot of things came out. Hosier even said that there's a chance and possibility, and I want you guys to look me in my eye when I say this fully. There's a chance and possibility that Hosier and maybe even Ryan Upchurch might start their own boxing league. Some for, like some celebrity type of joint, YouTubers, rappers, singers could get in there and just have some fun. Me, please. Me. I've been begging for that. I've been dying to get in the ring on some like Jake Paul shit. Hosier. If you're watching, I just seen that you follow me on Instagram. If you're watching me on YouTube too. Me, holla at your boy. Inbox me. I'm down. Me and Chop Sleazy could get in there. What's up? Chop Sleazy? What was he, heavyweight? How much he walking? I know he over 200. What's up? What's good, nigga? I'll meet him at his weight. What's up? I think that would be fun, especially if it's paid. I ain't trying to throw these hands for free, but I do think that it would be fun, man, and I've been begging for that. Double B, aka the head bagger, Triple T is too old. He would never agree to that. After what I've seen, he's not agreeing to that. But if you do a card with Gobbler on it and all, nigga, holla at me. I'm definitely down to get on my Jake Paul shit. But that's just my opinion. You guys can tell me who y'all want to see me Jake Paul against. Alright, also, once again, I'm not condoning acts of violence. This video is for educational purposes and, all that stuff. No harassment and bullying, yada, all that good stuff. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe if you haven't. If you already subscribed, make sure you click notifications and turn on all notifications. Sign up for memberships if you're able to. What's going on, guys? I seen a video where Ryan Upchurch clowned the hell out of a few people. Frog, Frog TV, he was getting him. Adam Calhoun, as well as Dog Bears, but more so towards Adam Calhoun, right, for multiple reasons, and Frog. That's what he calls himself, Frog TV. That's what we call his ass, man. That's what we call him. That cornball. I call him Fentanyl Frog. That's the main name that I have for him. But Frog is one of those paid reactors that he goes and he does the bidding of Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald. He used to claim to like Ryan Upchurch. And then once it became like popular to try to go after Upchurch, he could just be like, okay, if I could get all the interviews and the shout outs and be behind the scenes with you guys, because no one cares about anything that I'm doing on my dead ass channel, sure, I'll say whatever you want just in time. I'll say whatever you want. Adam Calhoun, that's who Frog TV, that's who he is, truly. Fentanyl head and someone who attacks Ryan Upchurch just so he could get shout outs and some form of benefits from Adam Calhoun and Just in Time and Tom McDonald, Jelly Roll. He does their bidding. He getting even interviews with Savannah Pancakes because people wanted to see that. That's sarcasm. Nobody asked for that. Not a soul. No one was like, we need to see Fentanyl Frog get interviewed by Savannah Pancakes. at all. Right? This dude has made himself like the #1 reaction channel for hating Upchurch. He even made a whole separate channel dedicated to just going after Upchurch and reacting to the music of people that go after Upchurch. And mind you, it was already exposed that he was begging for Upchurch to get on a verse before. Begging and pleading. He wanted to be like Upchurch. He's an Upchurch fan. Most of these Upchurch haters were people that claim to be fans or friends of Upchurch, and then maybe he didn't do what they wanted him to do, or they found out they couldn't control him, and now they're like the #1 haters. All right? Adam Calhoun, for example, another person who Upchurch clowned, right? And it's more so for people starting to realize what I've been saying for quite some time about Adam Calhoun, is that he's a fraud. No one should be afraid of him, right? They want you to be afraid of having your opinion. Don't be afraid to say your opinion, right? If they can't buy you, they try to scare you. They can't scare me or buy me, right? So then they try to do the slander route. These are all the things that they try to do for truth tellers. So it's not just me. Upchurch, prime example. They can't buy him. They can't scare him. So they go to slander route. It's disgusting. Nasty work. I can't be a part of anything like that, bro. I respect the heck out of Upchurch. So if I see people disrespecting him, I don't want to be associated with them, if I'm just being honest. If I'm just being real. And that's like a concept that's very hard for people to understand. I don't want to be around disgusting people who are going after Upchurch, or just people who are going after Upchurch in general, right? Because that's a clear sign that you on the demonic side. For no reason, you just going after one of the most honest and truthful people out here. Come on. You think it's like a coincidence that someone who's against the industry, who's themselves, who didn't have to sell their soul to get to where they're at, you think it's a coincidence that all these rappers and reaction channels are going after them? No, that's not no coincidence. That's a planned attack. I'm even hearing things like witchcraft and people trying to use that. That's nasty as hell. Nasty. So yes, these people like Adam Calhoun, Frog, they deserve to be clowned. Real talk. He said, bro, there's a dude out here trying to unite the people that have been wronged by him. What? Hold on, let me swipe back up. I want to see the rest of it. He said, bro, there's a dude out here trying to unite the people that have been wronged by him. Nasty work. Nasty work right there. Doing Upchurch therapy sessions. Word, son? Doing Upchurch therapy sessions? Like, have you been wronged by Upchurch? Did he hurt your feelings? Come cry with us. It's crazy. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Come cry with us. The National Biatch Association. Just come on. NBA. Adam Calhoun is the leader. Tom McDonald. Jelly Roll. Have you been hurt? Did something that Ryan Upchurch said hurt your feelings? Me too. Come join us so we can have a cry session and make whack music that nobody likes. In unison. We can just, in unison, just make some trash. Doing Upchurch therapy sessions. That's nasty work. Madam Calhoun doing rapping. Yo, his last music video failed. Miserably. Miserably. Now I'm expecting some bite. I mean, a boost in viewership out of nowhere. Because last time I checked, it barely cracked 50,000. That's horrible for that channel. So we'll see. The next few days. Last time I noticed that, out of nowhere, the music video went over 1 million views. Out of nowhere. And the likes and comments stayed almost the same amount. So it really didn't add up at all. Creek Squad in the house all day. Flawd hedge. I'm not gonna read that, but Frog is a foul human being. He's a nasty individual. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. He is a nasty individual. Make sure you guys are coming over to check out my live streams and hang out with me on my second channel, Industry Exposed Clips. Upchurch was right. General looks like a Teletubby. I definitely can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that. He said there's a Christian-inspired artist that teamed up with Jelly Roll. What? Okay, that's okay. we just doing whatever now. All right. Nasty work. Super nasty work. Someone said define woke. I would say woke had a definition of more so being aware of what not only the government but media and society were trying to spin in false narratives, and you were someone who was aware, you was awake, you wasn't asleep, you wasn't in the matrix, right? The people in the matrix are asleep, right? They got machines and all types of people and things controlling them, and like a fake virtual reality, right? And that's like a metaphor for what society is majority in, right? And then it became something that was overused, and people using that knowledge in order to try to pressure people, and maybe even use like race as a way to say, you're not woke enough, my brother. You see. The blue color was created to keep the black man down. Or just over exaggerations of that anarchy, whatever. Right? So where now it's more so said for parity's sake. Right? Like, yeah, look, yeah, you woke. Look at that person. They sure are woke. More so to kind of like insinuate that they're just crazy, or someone who's more so a phony, right? Or fake, or fraud. Think Brenda from the TV show Community. Hopefully that answers your question. A lot of people don't know what woke is or where it comes from, so I don't mind giving people the definition. So yeah, when it's used, it's more so to troll people who are pretending to be more socially aware. Right? Like Adam Calhoun. Adam Calhoun's woke. Tom McDonald is woke. Real talk. I see people telling me what to do. I do what I want. Alright. With that being said, I do think that Frog deserves all criticism that he receives from Upchurch, and I think that definitely Adam Calhoun as well, yeah. That's part of the nasty demonic brigade over there. That's the nasty crew. That's the crew that they just do a bunch of foul things and say a bunch of foul things, and it's more so for clout, right? All the things that they say that they stand for, like being for the working man, right? Like being against the system and the propaganda and all the fake nasty things and being within the matrix. They actually are living that lifestyle that they say that they're against. Adam Calhoun is the industry. How do you say you're anti-industry and independent, but you have a record label that signs artists and takes their publishing? That's crazy. That's extremely crazy. Why does Adam Calhoun not want to talk about that? Why don't you give all the artists that you signed their publishing back? I'm likely to believe that a lot of these artists who are with Adam Calhoun might even be feeling like they forced to do it, right? I don't know that for sure, but if I was to find out that people were siding with Adam Calhoun and just doing whatever he says, just for the hopes that they could get out their record deal contract with him, how the hell you sign people for $5,000 and take most of their publishing? That's crazy. What? You taking it? You didn't write that, Adam. Why are you taking their publishing? Nasty work, yo. He's a liar and a fraud, and someone I just could never respect. But once again, I think Ryan Upchurch was right to roast him. Tell me what your opinion is down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Also, share the video.